And that brings our luncheon to a close. I'd like to thank Kay Kirkendall for her most interesting fashion update, and a very special thanks to Mrs. Luke Spencer for joining us today. Please come again, Mrs. Spencer. Yes.
So, how big shall I do? As a matter of fact, I'll ask Holly, and we'll make it a threesome.
Great. I'd love to.
Okay, sometime after Christmas?
Fine. You know, speaking of shopping, I have most of mine to do yet.
Me too. I wish we could take some more time off.
Oh,
Wasn't this luncheon fun?
oh, it was heavenly, but we have to get back to the hospital.
Yes, we certainly just have to do our shopping after work.
You know, I think I'll take a chance to go with you. As a matter of fact, I'd like to pick up an afternoon paper and check the job list.
Come along.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Man, girl, you enjoy it while you can.
Oh, I will.
All right. See you later.
Happy hunting.
Thank you.
Running late?
No, for once.
Maybe I can offer you a lift to your next command performance.
Oh, well, thank you, but one of the men from City Hall is going to meet me here later, so I think I'll just use this time to have a nervous breakdown.
Tough day, huh?
Yeah. I've been going since early this morning. How do you do it, Holly? I mean, what's your secret? You got any tips for me?
I don't really have a secret, except maybe the English habit of taking tea. Some people meditate, I sip. It's very relaxing. You might try it.
Well, I think I just might do that. Would you like to join me?
I'd be delighted to take tea with you, Mrs. Spencer. Let me, Doctor.
Oh, no, really, I insist. Sorry.
Well, thank you again.
Keep the change. Park ourselves right down here. Can I help you with your coat?
Thank you.
Oh, sure. Here you are. Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Oh, let me see now. Salads, water, fruit, sandwiches. I'll give you the whole wheat bread. And we're ready.
I'm ready.
You carry your own tea bags with you?
Yes. It's my own special blend. It's almost as nutritious as a complete meal. And it tastes wonderful.
You must be very diet conscious.
Of course. Aren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
It's part of the Avalon philosophy. You can't be too careful about what you eat. The body is a temple.
Yours certainly is. You must work out a lot.
Every day.
Really, it really shows. It must be very difficult for you traveling as much as you do.
Oh, no. Not really. Taking care of yourself should be a habit. Like brushing your teeth or reading the paper. You do it as a matter of course. And that includes eating properly. It's all part of the total fitness program we stress at Avalon, Doctor.
A sound mind and a sound body, huh?
Well, I wouldn't put it quite so prosaically, but that's the idea. Unfortunately, too many people pay far too little attention to their nutritional intake. They worry about calories at the expense of vitamins and minerals. Doctor, you can do all the exercise in the world, and if you don't have a proper diet, you will never be truly healthy.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Health is not a given. You got to work for it. Too many people take it for granted.
Absolutely right. You know what? You sound like a fitness expert. You don't sound like a PR woman.
Well, actually, I'm both. I'm also a licensed nutritionist. That's one of the reasons Lorena gave me this job.
Who?
She's the head of Avalon Spas. She's a firm believer in fitness. And she insists that all her employees stay in shape.
You're a walking testament to that. I mean, I tell you, when you walked in the hospital before, I thought you were a fashion model.
I'm flattered. But makeup and clothes are only window dressing.
Depends what you're selling.
I'm selling health, serenity, true beauty. Things you find inside. You can't have one without the other, Doctor. That's the Avalon way.
Well, I'll tell you something. If all of your devotees are as good as you and look as terrific, boy, it must be one hell of a philosophy.
It is. And I am here to spread the word.
Well, you're sure making a believer out of me.
You could help our cause immeasurably, Doctor.
In what way?
By offering financial support. A person in your position in the medical profession, by investing in Avalon Spas, could put a stamp of approval on our enterprise. And it would just give a kind of legitimacy to the whole thing. I'd love for you to join our team.
I'd love to be on your team. I mean, I'd really love to invest in this. I really want to hear more about it.
Well, all you have to do is ask.
I'm sorry I am late. I was talking to Celia, then I got hung up with the patient.
Oh, I'm sorry, I lost track of the time. Vanessa and I were having the most intriguing conversation.
Vanessa?
Oh, I'm sorry. Vanessa Raphael of the Avalon Spas, I want you to meet the other Dr. Quartermain. This one's my wife. This is Monica.
How do you do?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Dr. Quartermain.
Oh, no. Call me Monica. We all seem to be on a first-name basis around here.
Your husband and I were just discussing our prospects.
I beg your pardon?
For Avalon Spas.
He's going to invest in our corporation.
Is he?
I guess I spoke out of turn. Naturally, I assumed that you two had talked about this.
Oh, I mentioned it to her, but she forgot.
No, well, no. Alan has been very high on this ever since he heard about Avalon Spa.
And I'm even higher on it now after talking to Vanessa. I mean, she's something.
Yes, I'll bet you are.
I mean, Monica, if you have ever been convinced of anything in your life, you must listen to this woman speak. The Avalon philosophy really makes sense.
Well, my husband certainly knows a good proposal when he hears one, and I'll bet yours is a knockout.
What are we going to do? They tear our building down and we have nowhere to go.
It's not fair. I've lived there for 23 years. This is my home. You can't let them take it away from me.
I won't. We can't afford to move. The crummiest hole in the wall costs $300 a month. Where are we going to come up with that kind of money?
I don't want you to worry about this. I will take care of it.
But how?
Well, your building was condemned at the end of my predecessor's administration.
Well, we knew you weren't to blame.
Thanks. I'm glad you know that. My building commissioner is very sympathetic to the problem. In fact, he's one of the biggest supporters of low-income housing around.
One of the few?
Yes, and that's why I've asked him to join us. He should be here soon, along with an independent contractor. I think that we should be able to work this out so that your building isn't condemned or destroyed. You've heard this before, I can see.
More than once.
Well, that's going to change. I promised you a fair shake during the campaign, and I'll do my damnedest to make sure you get it.
We believe you, Mayor Spencer.
We voted for you, didn't we?
I swore I'd never put my faith in another politician, but you've changed that.
Well, I appreciate that, and I will do nothing to violate that trust.
It's so good to have a man like you on our side.
Thanks. Oh, don't do that. Don't, here, please. Oh. You know, since I took office, I've had to make some enormous compromises, but I swear to you, this is one issue that I will not compromise on.
Thank you.
You know, I can't help wondering if all this running around, you know, the speeches and the pumping hands and the personal appearances is really worth it.
How do you mean?
If I felt like I was making a genuine contribution, it would be different. But I'm not. I'm a showpiece. I'm Exhibit A. I'm the afternoon's entertainment.
Well, then why put up with it?
I do it for Luke.
Well, there's your answer.
Is it yours? Are you doing this just for Robert?
That's partly why I do it, yes. But there's more to it than that.
Yeah, I know, because you said something about enjoying it earlier.
I do. I'm really content with my life at the moment. For the first time, I feel settled.
It's as if everything that I've been through was designed to get me to this point. I'm precisely where I should be. That's funny, because I feel like I should be any place but here. You know, something I've always dreamed about, traveling and seeing the world. And well, you know, there's a lot of ways to do that besides traveling. I wouldn't trade what I have here for anything, though. I'm just so thankful that I found Robert and poor Charles. Well, the one thing I am sure of is Luke. He is my life, wherever we are. And it certainly seems that we're going to be here, at least for the next few years. Well, for my sake, I'm very glad about that. I enjoy having you and Luke as friends. I feel the same way about you and Robert. I know what you're going through. And if I can do anything to help, just sing out. Thanks.
My dear.
Thank you.
Should be here any minute. Get this thing handled.
Yeah, that's good.
Ah, thanks, Joe. Here they are now. Come in, gentlemen. My right-hand men. There's nothing in this city about construction that they don't know. This is Dan Rooney, building commissioner, and Jimmy Lee Holt, independent contractor. These are the representatives of the tenants of 110 Water Street.
Hi.
So, if anybody can save your building, these are the men who can do it. What's the word?
It's a grim picture, Luke.
Well, sure, it's grim. That's why you're here.
I had no idea how dangerous it was down there till I went by with the crew. Also read all the reports. I hate to say it, but there was good reason to condemn 110 Water Street.
No.
Jimmy Lee, do you agree with this assessment?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Look, I'm no politician. But as far as this working contractor is concerned, that building has to come down, and soon, before somebody gets hurt.
That somebody is us, and we'll take our chances.
Wait, just hold on. For starters, we're all going to think very positively, okay?
Look, what do you want us to do, lie to you?
I want you to save their building, man. These people are desperate.
It's too late.
I can't believe that.
Look right here, okay? It's the foundation here. Okay, take a look. No, one second. Okay, look right here. See? It is shot.
Well, then reinforce it.
It can't. It'd be like putting a Band-Aid on a broken neck. Now look, all this damage right here is all water related, which means it can't be fixed. There's no licensed contractor that would do this job. This building has a year max, if that.
We can't take the risk.
What about us? We're the ones it'll fall on. Don't we have a say in this?
We understand the danger, but we're willing to stay there regardless.
We'll sign anything, but don't turn our building down.
If something were to happen down there, we could be held criminally liable. I suggest you talk to Lee Baldwin.
Yeah, I'm thinking that myself.
Well, he'll tell you the same thing. I know because I've already asked him. We're legally responsible for the safety of these people.
Please, Mr. Commissioner, give us a break. How much longer we got to live? Let us spend what time we have in peace.
Look, I will do anything to prevent this, but at the moment, I don't know quite where to start.
Look, I feel rotten about the whole thing, but what can we do?
This is tough. But if you let these people stay, it could be even worse.
Are you telling me that there is absolutely nothing we can do for these people? Right. Well, thanks for stopping by, fellas.
Sorry.
Well, that's it then. But thanks anyway.
You did all you could. We're grateful.
Hey, you're a good man, Mayor Spencer. We know you tried, and we won't forget it.
I'm not through. I'm not through with this problem. I'll find a way. I'll find a way. I'll be in touch with you. We'll relocate you or something.
Ready to go home?
Oh, not quite.
Why, what else do you have to do?
Well, I have to add a touch of beauty. But see, no, I already have health and serenity. Oh, come on. 2 out of 3 isn't bad.
All right, go ahead, make fun, but you cannot discount what Vanessa had to say.
No, and I have the distinct feeling I couldn't if I tried.
Monica, I am absolutely more and more convinced that Avalon Health Spas is going to be a great investment.
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm so convinced of it that I'm thinking of passing it on as a tip to the other doctors here in the hospital.
How generous of you. But that comes from having inner beauty as well as out.
You're not upset, are you?
No, I'm not upset. I think it's cute.
Cute? What do you mean cute? This is a fantastic deal.
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, more women are joining health clubs every single day of the week, and we're not just talking about a fad now. We're talking about a national commitment to fitness, and I want to be in on the ground floor.
Making money?
Well, what else?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I guess maybe I'm just not as convinced as you are.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. I don't know that you might not just, I don't know, be rushing into things like this. I mean, don't you think you should take a few weeks and mull it over?
What are you talking about? It was your idea in the first place.
Well, so you do. You remember.
Of course.
Ah. You just, forgot to remember to mention that little fact to Miss,
Raphael.
Ah, that's it, yes.
It just happened to slip my mind, but, I mean, it doesn't alter the situation, does it?
No, of course not. Not at all, darling. Just so long as you know that there's more than one financial wizard in this family. Shall we?
Surely.
Yes, I'm calling about a ski lodge cancellation you had just recently, Dr. Lee. I was wondering if that lodge is still available. It is. Oh, that's fantastic. How much rent would you charge for one weekend? For one weekend? I see. No, it's just a little bit more expensive than I thought. What? No, that's all right. I guess we'll just have to... No, I'll take it. Yes, that's right. For the weekend, I'll send a deposit. My husband and I are worth it.
Oh, baby. I am wiped.
Oh, me too. I feel better now.
Yeah. This is nice, huh?
Yeah, it is.
It's probably against the law. I'm sure there is a rule that says you and I cannot spend time alone together.
No, I'm sure it's in the rule book somewhere.
I tell you what, why don't we ditch that stuffy chauffeur? And I will drive the limo myself.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Only if I get to sit up front with you.
I insist.
Mayor Spencer.
Oh. Yes, that's fine, Joe. I know you just came in to wish us a good evening, correct?
Okay. I hope you have a very happy evening. But about these papers.
No.
Yes, they have to be signed.
No, I am going to spend some time alone with my wife. Ready to go, sir? I certainly am, Jack. If you want to just give me the keys, I'd like to drive Mrs. Spencer home myself.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir.
Sure you can. You just reach in your pocket, you find those jingling things, and you give them to me.
Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute. Why not? I'm going to bring the limo back. I'll bring it back in the morning. Everything...
It has to be kept in the garages at the city hall, sir. That's the rule.
Well, I waive the rule. I am the mayor, right? I can do that, can't I?
No, sir.
Are we having the same nightmare?
I'll pinch you if you pinch me.
Later. All right, we'll go quietly.
I'll ride in the car with you.
Now, wait a minute. This has gone far enough.
That way you can sign the papers in the car, and I'll get a ride back here with Jack, right?
Some life.
You call this living?
You'll just have to do until something better comes along.
Okay. Who said that?
It's the rule.
Oh, excuse me. All right, Joe, Jack, Laura, Luke, everybody in the car.
Beef. Love in the Afternoon presents Daytime Dilemma. From General Hospital, Luke and Laura have a second honeymoon at Beecher's Corners, where they talk about the future.
Living our dream, you and I?
No. But how can you change this?
What do you say I resign as mayor of Port Charles and we just go live our dream?
What will happen next? Will Laura say, I love you, Luke, but you can't resign? Or, oh, it would make me so happy. Can you predict the right answer? Tune in tomorrow and find out. Now here's yesterday's Daytime Dilemma and its solution. From Loving.
You're beautiful. I think you're more beautiful than I've ever seen you.
Roger, please. Please go now.
What will happen next? Will Anne give in to her feelings of love, or will she push Roger away? Did you predict the right answer? Here's what happens. This Daytime Dilemma has been brought to you by ABC.